Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. You have enemies. Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. If you're going through hell, keep going. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. The empires of the future are the empires of the mind. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. We are masters of the unsaid words, but slaves of those we let slip out. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Difficulties mastered are opportunities won. The price of greatness is responsibility. Everyone has his day, and some days last longer than others. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing ever happened. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. There is nothing wrong with change, if it is in the right direction. To build may have to be the slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of a single day. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. It's not enough that we do our best, sometimes we have to do what's required. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. In war, resolution. In defeat, defiance. In victory, magnanimity. In finance, everything that is agreeable is unsound and everything that is sound is disagreeable. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter.
It is a mistake to look too far ahead. Only one link in the chain of destiny can be handled at a time. I am always ready to learn, but I do not always like being taught. War is a game that is played with a smile. If you can't smile, grin. If you can't grin, keep out of the way till you can. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. Broadly speaking, the short words are the best, and the old words best of all. It is always wise to look ahead, but difficult to look further than you can see. Play the game for more than you can afford to lose, only then will you learn the game. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use to be anything else. History is written by the victors. Sometimes it is not enough to do our best. We must do what is required. A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject. Out of intense complexities, intense simplicities emerge. Those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. One ought never to turn one's back on a threatened danger and try to run away from it. If you do that, you would double the danger, but if you meet it promptly and without flinching, you will reduce the danger by half. Courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities, because it is the quality which guarantees all others. We shall draw from the heart of suffering itself the means of inspiration and survival. The problems of victory are more agreeable than those of defeat, but they are no less difficult. We shall not fail or falter, we shall not weaken or tire. Give us the tools and we will finish the job. Do not let spacious plans for a new world divert your energies from saving what is left of the old. It is not enough to do our best, sometimes we must do what is required. My tastes are simple, I am easily satisfied with the best. Let our advanced worrying become advanced thinking and planning. There is no time for ease and comfort, it is time to dare and endure. An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile, hoping it will eat him last. Solitary trees, if they grow at all, grow strong. Never give in, never give in, never, 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 never in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense.
Eating words has never given me indigestion. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. In war, resolution; in defeat, defiance; in victory, magnanimity; in peace, goodwill. When you're 20, you care what everyone thinks. When you're 40, you stop caring what everyone thinks. When you're 60, you realize nobody was ever thinking about you in the first place. Never hold discussions with the monkey when the organ grinder is in the room. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. If we open a quarrel between the past and the present, we shall find that we have lost the future. To be really happy and really safe, one ought to have at least 2 or 3 hobbies, and they must all be real. The best way to predict your future is to create it. It is a good thing for an uneducated man to read books of quotations. There is no such thing as a good tax. The power of man has grown in every sphere, except over himself. To each there comes in their lifetime a special moment, when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. A love for tradition has never weakened a nation. Indeed, it has strengthened nations in their hour of peril. Short words are best, and the old words when short are best of all. I pass with relief from the tossing sea of cause and theory to the firm ground of result and fact. There is no time for play, there is no time for frivolity, there is no time for passivity. It's not enough to have lived, we should be determined to live for something. Without a measureless and perpetual uncertainty, the drama of human life would be destroyed. Politics is not a game, it is an earnest business. I am an optimist, it does not seem too much use being anything else. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. Man will occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of the time he will pick himself up and continue on. You will never get to the end of the journey if you stop to shy a stone at every dog that barks. It is always wise to look ahead, but difficult to look further than you can see. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. The further backward you can look, the further forward you are likely to see. It is a mistake to try to look too far ahead. The chain of destiny can only be grasped one link at a time. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. We shape our dwellings, and afterwards our dwellings shape us. The inherent vice of capitalism is the unequal sharing of blessings. The inherent virtue of socialism is the equal sharing of miseries. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened. If you have 10,000 regulations, you destroy all respect for the law. Nothing in life is so exhilarating as to be shot at without result. I am always ready to learn, but I do not always like being taught. In war, you can only be killed once, but in politics, many times. A politician needs the ability to foretell what is going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year, and to have the ability afterwards to explain why it didn't happen. Baldwin thought Europe was a bore, and Chamberlain thought it was only a greater Birmingham. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. Playing golf is like chasing a quinine pill around a cow pasture. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use being anything else. The problems of victory are more agreeable than those of defeat, but they are no less difficult. Courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities, because it is the quality which guarantees all others. Out of intense complexities, intense simplicities emerge. War is mainly a catalogue of blunders. Never let a good crisis go to waste. I like things to happen, and if they don't happen, I like to make them happen. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see. Play the game for more than you can afford to lose, only then will you learn the game. This is no time for ease and comfort. It is time to dare and endure. Let us learn to be kind to ourselves, so that we may be kind to others. It is always the best policy to speak the truth, unless, of course, you are an exceptionally good liar. Difficulties mastered are opportunities won. We are all worms, but I do believe I am a glowworm. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. To build may have to be the slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of a single day.
We hope for your support in the form of likes and comments. Thank you for watching.